Or I don't know. I can't keep track of this. I'm having a blast. I hope you're having a blast coming along, joining this journey as we continue to learn stuff. And the basic concept is here, just us coming along, having a conversation about some news coming out for the week. Not necessarily every topic that's out there, but stuff that we find intriguing, stuff that we care about. Make sure you follow along on all of my social media. That is Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok. If you want to catch us live, that is on Fridays and Saturdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We play all kinds of games. Let's see here. I think that's about it. So, yeah, let's go ahead. Let's get started. As you guys know, I have Wookie and I have Dadalorian here with me, as always. Two great friends that have a pretty good opinion that I appreciate. And we can disagree on some stuff, but have some fun. What's going on, Dadalorian? How you doing?
I'm good. Hello there. How's everyone doing?
Awesome. You got to tell me, man, what you've been playing this week.
Jurassic World Evolution 2. They came out with that new pack, and so I wanted to dive right into the sandbox.
All right. Hell yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that. How about you, Wookie? What's going on?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I have also been playing some Jurassic World 2 myself. But on top of that, I've been playing a little bit of Skyrim, helping out my nephew learn how to play some Bethesda games. He's having some fun with it. On top of that, a little bit of Gears 5. I know how you feel about it. It's all right. It's not for everyone, but it is a franchise I like.
It's like,
then you got
I don't
a
know
little
how
bit
you're
of
such a bad uncle.
Hey, he likes it. All right.
Don't throw
He
him in
likes
the
it.
trash and start over. Bad, Wookie, bad.
Whatever. And outside of that, I'm playing some old PC games, a little bit of Total War. Love the franchise.
Awesome. Well, I've been playing Lethal Company. It's kind of a game that's kind of taking over the internet right now. I'm working to put some highlights together in a video. Well, hopefully it'll be posted this week. So stay tuned for that if that pops up. It's a blast, and it being modded adds so much more fun to it with some friends. I also played Elder Scrolls 3, and a series I'm starting on. Yeah, not a good start so far. But Retro Replay on Saturdays. We'll kind of see how that goes. We'll see. So getting started off this week with the first news story. It's obviously the biggest piece of news to come out this week. So I'm going to go ahead and get it out of the way because everybody knows what is going on. Everybody's heard it a million times. It's sitting at over just 1.9 million likes on their Twitter/X account, and over 149 million people have seen it. That obviously is the announcement for the first trailer for Grand Theft Auto. No really confirmation yet of whether it's 6 or whatever they're calling it. We'll see. That is going to debut on December 5th at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. So, that's Tuesday. I will try to hold off from watching it until I get home so you guys can kind of see my first reactions on that. Yeah, we'll see. I can't wait to find out. You guys have obviously heard about it. What do you guys think?
I can't wait to see the price tag.
Yeah, I've heard some debates about that. We'll see. I'm concerned a little bit too that it may not be $70. I think it's going to be our first $100 game, and we'll see how that goes.
I'm worried about it being a subscription.
I never thought about that, but
I heard,
not far off.
I forget what article I read, but then I also watched a video about it, and there was some words being thrown around hinting that instead of it being a higher price tag, they'll charge you to play based on how long you play. So similar to Game Pass, or they're going to put a tag on how long you play.
Oh God. That might
Yep,
be
price.
that would keep me from playing it. I'd just watch other people play
Oh
it
yeah,
at that
I
point.
same here.
Yeah.
What, you telling me you don't want to pay per hour to play that game?
Nope. Not at all.
That's that's the phrase they threw around.
Oh boy.
Unfortunately. I hope not, because then that would just, I think, ruin the gaming industry as a whole at that point. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would not want to be a part of that. I'll stick to the games that are 20, 30 years old and have a whole lot more fun.
No, not okay with that. They should come out and be respectful to the consumer.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
All
Oh, we
right.
want to make a different Xbox so everyone can play, but we're going to charge you per hour.
Oh God. Next news story is Fortnite's Big Bang event. I didn't watch it live. Did you guys join in live? Did you guys see the afterthoughts?
I saw everything after. I hopped
Yeah.
on it today, and I'm I'm kind of enjoying it.
Yeah, yeah. I know you're excited for Solid Snake. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Yeah.
Yes.
So I haven't looked at it. So how exactly do you unlock Solid Snake? Is he a purchasable skin, or is he in the game, the battle pass?
If I remember correctly from what I saw, is that he comes out in like 51 days from today, 51, 52 days, and that the requirement would to be complete challenges and own the battle pass.
Hmm.
So I think he's going to come out with his own set of challenges like they did with Ahsoka.
Cool.
But Ahsoka, you had to have the battle pass in order to get those challenges.
That's kind of whack. I think that's
I
why I
think they've
ended
been
up
doing it
not
for a while.
buying the Ahsoka. I think for me, because I'm like, I'm not buying this battle pass. I'd rather
That is
just pay
exactly,
$20 for this skin.
yeah.
So, well, during that big event, they also unveiled the Lego Fortnite. I thought that was cool as
And
hell.
Yes,
Rocket League Racing
Yep,
too.
rocket racing, some music stuff going on. Eminem had a big show.
absolutely. I saw that. That was actually kind of cool.
Yeah, reminded me of the Travis Scott special. That was kind of wicked.
Hmm.
I wish I was there for that live, but I had other things to do.
Hmm.
Let's see, what else was there? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was kind of leaked at.
It's
I guess
definitely
there's
hinted in the game.
yeah.
When I
So
played earlier today, um, you could like travel through the sewers, and you could definitely tell that it had some hardcore turtle vibes.
oh yeah.
Yeah, like overall, everything is pretty cool with that Fortnite update. I'm not too sure about the customization though. There's a couple things I can nitpick about, but
Yeah. Yeah, I thought the when I first seen the event that the entirety of the game was going to be turned into a Lego format for a while, but it looks like that's going to be a specific mode. So that's kind of
yep,
cool to see. That's probably going to stick around for a while.
I kind of
Oh,
hope it does.
absolutely. Oh, yeah.
Well, we've
Because,
we've heard we've heard for months through the Lego channels that we watch about people that are obsessed with Lego have been getting this rumor that it's eventually coming to Fortnite because they've been getting concept art of boxes that are Fortnite Legos.
Huh.
And so we were like, is it coming to Fortnite? And here we are 4.5 months later, and it's coming in 5 days
Heck yeah.
or 4 days.
We'll see. I'll be
hey.
looking forward to play that with you guys.
Hmm.
You guys are really about the only people I play Fortnite with. So yeah, look forward to that. Just about an hour ago, if you guys didn't know this, Quan Chi is coming to Mortal Kombat 1. Yeah, I probably not going to purchase any of the DLC after I kind of played the game. I had fun with it the first time, but I haven't touched it since. I don't feel a need to get on there and play this. Chameleon was also revealed for the cameo roster. Quan Chi's going live on December 21st. And Chameleon is joining in January, but a date wasn't provided.
Do we even feel like these are good add-ons?
You know what? I've bought so many games that had Quan Chi in them. I personally don't like the fact that I am buying characters that I've played as before in another game. I would just rather see them use the DLC packs for the special characters like Homelander and Omni-Man.
Yeah.
So, that's my opinion on it. It could be kind of whack considered to some other people, but hey. What about you, Wookie? You excited at all for Quan Chi and MK1?
Honestly, not a whole lot. It's just MK1 isn't my kind of play style.
Yeah. It's completely different for me. Yeah, I kind of feel very meh about the game. So, next news over is got a couple stories about Capcom and Resident Evil. So I'm kind of excited for this because I love me some Resident Evil. Capcom is confirming that after the success of Resident Evil 2, 3, and 4 remakes, they are going to do more. We will probably see Code Veronica, maybe 1. I hope if they do a 5 and 6, they kind of change that story a little bit the way they did with 4. Because 5 and 6 was a little whack. I ain't gonna lie. And the AI is fucking awful. I'm sorry about your ears. I know I just yelled into the mic, but it is bad. Tyler. Wookie, whatever your name is, man.
Who are you?
You recently just bought a bunch of Resident Evil games for the Xbox, is that correct?
PlayStation.
My bad. How are you enjoying those games right now?
So I enjoyed Resident Evil 2 and 3. See, I haven't bought the 4th one yet because I was waiting to get the remake on it. 5, I played that on the Xbox when it... Oh, man, I think I was in 8th grade, something like that. So it was a while ago.
Yeah.
And I liked it, but then I replayed it again, and I'm not a huge fan on how you have to stop, point, and shoot. You can't just move around and shoot at the same time.
Yep.
So if they're remaking that, I'm hoping they can do away with that entirely. But outside that, I'm loving it, though. I'm loving it.
Hell yeah, man. I don't think I've ever seen you playing any of these games, Dadalorian, besides the time we ventured into Village and Resident Evil 7 on VR.
Yeah, no, I mainly played Resident Evil on the PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2. And even then, it was because I was at a buddy's house, and they were like, I can't figure it out, you try it.
Yeah. Well, you'll be happy to know that since you're a proud PSVR 2 owner, you're always looking for new games. The VR update for Resident Evil 4 is coming on December 8th, man. So you should definitely pick that up and play that one in VR. You know. Or, I could just bring my copy over and you can play it and I can watch you cry.
We'll watch the Wookiee cry.
Okay, yeah, the Wookiee's pretty scared of scary games, especially in VR. He does this whole thing where he's like, I can't do it. I'm so nauseous. And then, like, a minute later, the dude's fucking moving around like Anakin Skywalker and fucking General Grievous with Beat Saber all over the place, and he has no problems whatsoever standing up for that. So,
hey! In my defense, it's a little bit more smoother transaction than it is in the game.
He was like,
Resident
guys,
Evil.
the clown was scary.
Yeah.
Hey,
God,
hey,
I wish I got
Okay.
it on camera. Just, huh.
Right.
hey! That was a roller coaster, like the horror roller coaster game. For me personally, I was not expecting it, and yes, I did yell a little bit, but
You
hey,
made
you
me
know.
more yell a little bit like a
It was that
bitch.
primal Arnold cry.
It was, wasn't it? I wish I still had those videos. I probably do somewhere.
He was he got so scared he was trying to call the predator come out of hiding.
Help me! Help me now! Oh boy, I
Uh,
love it. I can't wait to see more of it. Speaking of seeing more stuff, we're never gonna see anything ever again from Free Radical. They are the team that developed, published Time Splitter. They were purchased by Embracer Group, I believe, quite a while ago, and that seems to be heading downhill pretty fast. They bought a ton of stuff and are shutting down studios left and right.
oh,
I mean, is this like any surprise to you guys at all? I mean,
No.
just shutting down one good thing after another. So,
I feel like the people that actually make games are not the ones in charge.
for sure. For sure.
The ones in charge probably don't even play video games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's partially,
unfortunately.
we talked about last time, that's partially why we like Phil Spencer, because he is a gamer.
Yeah.
We know he is.
He seems to understand a little bit more than the average corporate, what's the language for it? Corporate man, businessman, whatever. Oh, we'll see. We'll see what else happens of it. There's apparently nothing like official. They haven't said anything official, but yeah, we'll see what happens. That's no news to me. I feel like I hear about a studio shutting down every other day. All right, so we are going to head over on to the Xbox news. It seems we got more Xbox news than PlayStation, and I couldn't find anything interesting for Nintendo that I care about. So let's talk about. Let's just get the hard stuff out of the way. This is in an interview with Phil Spencer. We just got done talking about her, buddy. He's saying we have no plans to bring Xbox Game Pass to PlayStation or Nintendo. What do you think? I mean, do you believe this guy when he says it?
Uh, I think maybe at that moment, probably not. I could see more with Nintendo. They'll probably end up putting Game Pass on there.
Yeah.
Just because their relationship seems to be a little bit better than PlayStation and them. But I don't think it will be a right now thing. I think it will definitely be a couple years, 3-4 years down the road.
I think there will be a day to where you could have PlayStation's Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass, and Nintendo's Pass all on one thing, whether it's PC or some other gaming device.
Yeah.
Seeing it on a console that we know today, I think it's unlikely.
Yeah.
I kind of agree with the Wookiee on that one, but I do believe that there will be a day where you could have a kind of like how they bundle stuff together with like Disney Plus, where you get ESPN and Hulu. I think there's going to be a bundle where if you pay X amount of dollars, you can have the basic of all three, and you can just play it from your PC.
Yeah.
I think that's where it's leading to.
Okay. I know we've talked about this kind of stuff quite a bit, especially in our personal time. I think it's a little bit closer than that. I think we'll see it within 10 years. I don't see Xbox putting out another console.
Yeah, I don't either.
So, I mean, it seems like to me they're moving more towards a publisher than a console
Making
market.
good games.
Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, Phil Spencer's out there talking quite a bit about a few things right now. He is been out there talking about some potential improvements to the Xbox achievements. Now, from what I know and what I understand, that it has been a little bit the same since I've been playing any Xbox. I don't think this is a huge deal, but apparently a lot of people have been asking for this. And he's saying that there is a roadmap for consoles, there's a roadmap for this, there's a roadmap for that. And he says maybe there's even a roadmap for improvements to Xbox achievements. What else can you change? I mean, you guys are been playing on that stuff a lot longer than I have. What would you guys like to see if you were looking for any improvements to the achievement system?
The longer you play, the cheaper it is.
The longer you play, the cheaper it is?
Yeah, say you get X amount of achievements accomplished because they have the daily and weekly, monthly achievement like list.
Uh-huh.
And say you accomplish that, and instead of it just giving you extra points that you can put towards one of their little games that they got coming out, why don't we try to just here's a discount for next month?
Oh, so you're talking about like if I had so much achievements and been playing this much, you would like to see some kind of a discount service for the next month for the new game or on Game Pass or
Yeah, because
for the
those
subscription
achievements turn into points, and you can use those points to get movies or put it towards a donation somewhere. They have that on the Xbox, so why not just be like, hey, it can be cheaper next month. Here's your congratulations. You have no life.
So you can use the gamer score to purchase movies?
I the score stays the same, but I'm struggling for words. It does eventually transfer for points. True, you've been there with me when we've witnessed this. Like there was one where it was like it was log into Disney Plus to get an achievement, and if you accomplish that achievement, it gave you like 6 points.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so your gamer score doesn't go to that. Your gamer score stays the same, but
Yeah.
they'll give you other points that will go towards awards as far as like
Okay,
you'll
so like Microsoft points.
essentially, yes.
Okay.
But if you could
You
use
can
your
earn you can earn those through getting achievements too.
I didn't know that.
Like another one was get on the Xbox movie store and purchase a Star Wars movie, and you'll get X amount of points. And for me, an achievement popped up that was a Star Wars achievement. It was something like there can only be one or there's another. I think that's what it said, is that there was another.
Yeah.
And it gave me X amount of points if I purchased Rogue One because I was trying to earn enough points to put it towards, I think it was a giant Grogu chair that they were offering.
Huh.
Or no, it was the Mandalorian and Grogu Xbox combo.
Ah, okay. I got you.
So if they're gonna change anything, I'd like to stop seeing those points and use our gamer score.
Yeah, so you want to for something that's a little bit more tangible.
Yes.
Not a chance to win a chair.
Yeah. Something that's like, oh, here's a discount on the next game you purchase. Or here's a discount for next month's subscription.
Yeah.
Or hey, we can upgrade you for free for next month with this achievement.
Okay. Yeah, to me that stuff kind of seems weird to think about and talk about because, I mean, you get him. Yeah, so we'll see. I mean, I don't think necessarily that it needs any improvements. That's my opinion. That's not something that I look out for, especially now. They're kind of more of a nuisance on my PC because that's kind of where I'm playing the most. So when they pop up, it's really fucking distracting for me. I mean, is that something you guys are actually like looking forward to earning?
Uh, so for Fallout, when I play that, it is. I would like to try to earn all of them the best I can. Uh, but when it comes to games that are just kind of my BS fun games, not really.
Hmm.
So I guess it kind of it's like a 50-50
So
for
you're
me.
really only looking for achievements about games that you're like absolutely crazy for. So Fallout,
Yeah.
Skyrim, but Starfield maybe.
Oh yeah.
That's a slut. I knew you'd say that.
I mean,
What
I
about you,
don't,
Dad
I
Lauren?
don't, I'm not really an achievement hunter. The only time I try to go the extra mile in any game is if there's like a secret ending or there's like a new outfit or a new character or a new skin for a character.
Yeah,
I've never been the one that goes, "Oh, I have 6 achievements that I still need to unlock. I need to go do that."
yeah,
I'm not here for that. I'm here for the game, which I know that's part of the game, but like to have that little gamer score, it doesn't affect me if it's ginormous or if it's not.
right. Well, that makes sense. I think we're kind of in alignment there more than me and Wookie is. Well, like I said, we'll see if any actual changes come from that. Next up, Phil Spencer's still out there talking in this interview. This is something that I actually care about. This is something I want to see them do more. Uh, and that is Banjo Kazooie. He's saying that he knows that he's been hearing people talk about this game. He understands that we want a new game. But he's saying as soon as we find a team that they think they can handle it, we'll push it to them. This is bullshit.
Yeah,
They have the teams now, especially. You just
yeah.
purchased Activision Blizzard. You have Toys for Bob. I understand if you're going to make that development team do it, they're going to need time. That's fair. So I want to give a little bit there. But they also have the team that just did the fantastic Psychonauts 2. That game is phenomenal. I mean, give it to the team that did Hi-Fi Rush. I think that would be awesome. This is something that I think a lot of kids would love to play. Maybe a full-on remake, remaster. Hey, the fuck away from the window. She's just staring out the window. Crazy dog. Yeah, I mean, this is the IP that I care about. This is something along with Conker's Bad Fur Day that they should be doing more with, but they're just not. Uh, so I mean, I don't know what's taking these guys so long.
I don't think anything's gonna happen. I think that was his polite way of saying that it's like a kid going up to a parent while they're grocery shopping at Walmart. Hey,
Yeah,
can I have this? Oh, just wait for Christmas. We'll see.
yeah.
I
I
think that
think
was his
that's
polite way of going, if it's not going to make me money, then we're not doing it.
yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, I hate that because it's been 15 years since the last one. That was the very nuts and bolts game. I don't know what they were thinking about that, but that definitely wasn't Banjo Kazooie. A cool idea, but it just wasn't executed for whatever reason. I don't know the decisions they make. I'm not
When
gonna
was the
sit
last time we
here.
had an Xbox game that was exclusive that blew all the other consoles out of the water?
So I actually
Halo
I
3?
no I was hearing some people talk the other day. I may have misheard this wrong. It was either they haven't had a game reach the 90 score that wasn't a Forza game since Gears of War 3.
And that's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a
Yeah,
hot minute.
that's closer to Halo 3 days.
So the fact that it's been that long, if that's true what they said, uh,
Kind of see why they're wanting to wait a little bit.
it's just so
They're trying to find
frustrating.
passive income without putting any effort into anything.
Yeah, yeah, they're buying their stock as it seems like. I mean, this Banjo Kazooie thing kind of bugs me a little bit. I mean, they had the 25th anniversary this year in June, and they didn't do shit. I mean, the only thing they've done with the Banjo Kazooie character was having him in Smash Bros.
Yeah.
It's like, come on. Yeah, they need to do more. They need to get that shit figured out. I don't know what they're doing, but get it lined out,
No.
Microsoft, or else I'm going to come over there and fight every single one of you. Continue on with some of these interviews that were going on. There was an interview with the CFO. That's Tim Stewart. He was previously, I believe, he was the guy who managed Microsoft Office 365 and marketing. So now he is over here working for Xbox a little bit too. So the reason I bring this up is like he's probably just some Joe Schmo corporate guy, but it's clear that they don't have a specific vision for the Xbox brand.
I agree.
Phil Spencer is saying this. He's saying we're not putting it on any other consoles. But Tim Stewart's after saying Microsoft wants Game Pass first-party titles on every screen, including the Switch and PlayStation.
Which is true, because they've said that in the past before.
Yeah. So it's like, what do you guys want? Get the shit figured out.
They just
I
want
would
free
rather
money.
them fire Phil Spencer and let that dude move on and get somebody in line with them. Because of the back and forth is just, it's insane. I would rather them have somebody in alignment. So when these articles come out and these interviews come through, I'm not like, because I did the same thing with Larian Studios in Baldur's Gate 3. They kept blaming it on Larian Studios and saying it was their fault that it's not coming out, when really it was the fact that the Xbox clause, Microsoft's clause for development on there, was that the games had the parity for both consoles. So after eventually Microsoft gave up on that, and now it's going to be released without the multiplayer feature, split screen to be more exact. So if you're looking for a split screen on Baldur's Gate 3 on the Xbox, you're not going to get that because Microsoft folded, and they needed to. Baldur's Gate is such an important game for this year. If they don't start playing ball the way they need to, it's only going to get worse.
I think Phil Spencer's known that it's going to continue to get worse, and that's why he's been pushing the whole subscription all digital. I think he realizes that the only way that Xbox is going to stay afloat in the future is through how many games, doesn't matter about quality, but how many games can we put on this platform, and where can we get them put? Where can we get the subscription put?
Yeah.
Like we've talked about before, they're wanting to step away from physical games. They're wanting to step away from consoles. They just want an app that you can get on and play, and you pay for it. And I think Phil Spencer is very well aware of this. And I think he knows, as well as the rest of us, is that there's quite a bit of people on both sides of the fence, whether it's all digital or all disc. The change is coming, and he's trying to make it a little bit nicer of a change.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of just jumping into what is going to make that company the most money.
Yeah.
And so he's trying to be polite about it and not have people think too far ahead of it. And him not having that aligned vision, it's just, like you said, it's not working out for the company. And it shows. It shows through their games. It shows through their Xbox special awards or their Xbox showcase. And, like, you were there with me with the Halo Infinite showcase.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that right there is
that was whack.
that
I was so excited. I think I took off that day to come hang out.
you did.
Yeah, because I
Yeah,
was
you
like,
did.
"This is it, man. I got my Series X. This is their year."
Yeah, we were all hyped. We felt like we felt like the old days of Halo and the old days of Xbox were coming back.
Yeah.
And then they did that, and it's like, you will never win me back. You dropped the ball so hard only because you know that there's always diehard fans. It's
Hmm.
like it's like I can't respect this company anymore. Like I don't even want to play your games anymore.
Yeah, and I think that's where they really got to get the aligned vision. Because to me, it seems like Stewart wants the aligned vision of we want to go the route that Sega had, but with more success
Hmm.
than Sega has had. Because Sega obviously went from a console developer as well to a publisher. Their games were kind of up and down, though. So I think obviously they want to just move straight into that, but be better and make money. He is saying here specifically, it's a bit of a change of strategy. This is
Yeah,
what he
see?
told the attendees. He said, not announcing anything broadly here, but our mission is to bring our first party experiences, our subscriptions, to every screen that can play games. That means smart TVs, mobile devices. That means that we would have thought as what we would have thought of as competitors in the past, like PlayStation and Nintendo. So he's referring to them not as competitors anymore. He wants them to be partners, pretty much, which is completely different from Phil Spencer's thoughts and feelings.
Well, yeah,
Uh,
because one is trying to satisfy a group of people, and the other one is like, hey, I see the problem here. The problem is everyone's bitching about not making money. So how about we just become friends and everyone makes money?
yeah, yeah, and I think eventually that's going to happen. We'll see when that happens. Like I kind of guessed earlier, I'd say within 10 years. Uh, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I like Game Pass. I like the idea of it, but to me, it's like I want to own my stuff. Uh, and the
Yeah.
digital era is kind of wonky, and I'll talk about that a little bit more later on because there's actually some news on that, the digital front on PlayStation side as well. Uh, so I'll get into a little bit more there. I don't want to put everything on the Xbox side, the Microsoft side, as far as digital purchases. I think it's a really good idea for certain specific people. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So, for some Call of Duty fans, I know
Uh,
Call of Duty is like the best game ever, and they can do no wrong at Activision. Right? So, Activision killed DMZ?
Not
Uh,
worth getting anymore.
I guess
They,
a
they,
lot of
they they killed the
people,
campaign and they killed the one decent thing that was
yeah.
okay for the people that don't want to sweat over Warzone.
Yeah, I guess a lot of people were complaining about there being a content drought for DMZ fans. I never played it
It was
because
fun.
it just not for me. The FPS genre, I think I'm kind of done with unless it's kind of like an arcadey kind of game like Overwatch. I love that. So yeah, I mean they talked about that and said IGN said that it was a really fun and refreshing change of pace between rounds of Battle Royale. So the fact that they kind of got good reception from it makes me kind of wonder what their intentions were for DMZ. Was it just a thing they can plop on for the new mode for this game and just let it be, and then they
They
cancel?
wanted to
Or
find something that was going to compete with Tarkov and just have Tarkov on the console,
yeah,
is what I remember them saying prior to it releasing.
yeah,
But with it always, and I mean always being in a beta, and then people being just obsessed for some reason with Warzone, it just never got the love that it got. But the people that played it enjoyed it.
mm-hmm.
So I don't know. The people that are saying that they're happy that it's gone, I think those are mainly the Warzone people.
Yeah.
Because I've watched a lot of Chewy and I have watched a lot of videos on people's opinions on DMZ, and so, obviously they're going to nitpick, but overall it was a satisfying. Hey, this I like the direction this is going.
Well, they probably
But
killed it to make room for the zombies for the Modern Warfare 2 DLC that came out just recently.
yeah,
And I
So
think that's probably what happened.
because
they
that
kind of
zombie
bring that
mode is
up in the statement about all that. Go ahead, Dadalorian.
yeah that zombie mode is supposed to be the combination between DMZ and zombies from Black Ops,
Hmm.
uh, the most recent Black Ops, Cold War. Because that zombies mode had an open world aspect to it, and so they were just throwing DMZ, which is like objective based, and you have to escape, and then they're going to throw zombies in it, and it was like that could have been a reason why DMZ alone got taken down because they're going to rename it, rebrand it, and it's just going to be the same thing but with zombies.
Yeah.
Like who knows?
So
Like we three could make better games than half the people that get paid to do it.
I could definitely come up with a better idea. I feel like that's for sure. So in the statement they released, they said beginning with next week's launch of Season 1, DMZ beta players can continue the mode via the Call of Duty Warzone section of COD HQ. The DMZ beta will remain fully playable across all current DMZ content, as well as the DMZ missions. The mode will not be available or interact directly within Modern Warfare 3 or Call of Duty Warzone, which means that progression and any new Modern Warfare 3 or Warzone content, including Battle Pass or store bundles, will not sync or carry back into this DMZ mode. Also, DMZ progress will not apply to new Battle Passes beginning with Season 1. We recognize that not having cross progression with Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone may be frustrating for some players, but we felt now was the time to take all the learnings from the beta that we could apply towards future development efforts as we evolve this style of play.
That's
We
basically saying that we fucked up.
we also know that many players still enjoy the mode and wanted to ensure that everybody can keep playing, which is why we are keeping a variety of content available. Going forward, development teams will continue to evolve these dynamic open world experiences into the future. We look forward to sharing updates when ready. That kind of sounds like to me that they are looking to restart, and I think that's going to come heavy with the next game. Completely, Call of Duty is going to be, I think, a completely different game when it comes around for whatever it is. I'm sure it's a Black Ops reboot, remake from there on.
Yeah,
We'll see.
the MW3 DLC for MW2 is just, it killed Call of Duty for me. Like I loved the characters, I loved the stories,
Yeah.
but I'm so tired of the mismanagement. This is something Chewy and I said earlier this morning. We're tired of the Titans that we grew up loving are now they've fallen and become what they promised they never would be.
Hmm.
And it
Well,
really discourages a lot of gaming because of that.
I think it was kind of apparent with the way that they've treated Modern Warfare 3. That's the direction they're heading in. No longer a single player mode campaign. I think they're going to move over and do the missions. The campaign is going to be brought in over on the DMZ Warzone mode, and then you're gonna have your standard multiplayer.
Yeah, that shit didn't work for Black Ops 4.
Yeah. So
I guess they'll never learn.
they're saying they're trying to. So I guess we'll find out. All right. What's next here? We've got a couple TV updates here, and we've got the Xbox Series S price hike here. So I guess it's being raised in price in Brazil. this doesn't make any sense to me. That's kind of one of the areas that they're looking for and have a large for cloud. So to make the Xbox Series S more expensive kind of seems weird. Would you even entertain buying one of those consoles if they raised the price on them?
The only ever reason I would buy an all digital console
Yeah.
is to give it to someone that doesn't want to pay for a disk drive.
Yeah.
Never for myself. So why are they raising it? I mean, after I already said no for myself, I definitely wouldn't if it was getting up in price, because that was kind of the whole fucking point of the Series S.
Yeah.
It was the cheaper, hey, you can play our newer games, but this is a cheaper console.
Right.
And if you're going to raise it, all that tells me is that you're just not making money.
Yeah, I think they're solely using it to fund the cloud endeavors there. I hope those consumers down there are smart. I don't know how their laws pertain down there and protect those people, but I hope I hope they protect the consumers there. That's probably be something I might look into a little bit more and get some more information on. It just seems kind of strange. I don't know. We'll see here. It says that it was kind of a surprise here. I guess it's kind of happened over fucking night.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Sounds like inflation to me.
It says, even with the price we have now, after the increase, this is for us, in terms of what we can see the Series S sells in Brazil, probably the smallest margin in the world for what's left for us of the revenue we can get. So it's like they increase the price for somewhere they can grow. It's kind of how I read that. I may be ignorant and not understand that, but that's how I'm reading it.
I mean, I think I would only be concerned if they were doing it for more than just that one regional area.
Unless they're using it as like a test to see if they can get away with raising the prices a little bit more.
That's kind of where I'm like worried about, is that that's exactly what they're going to do.
Because if it works well enough there, then they might do it everywhere else, since it is such a small little area.
Their smallest is what they said, so like it would make sense why they're testing something like that.
We'll see. I'm definitely not okay with it. He was also asked at the, what do they call it, CGXP, something like that, here in Brazil, CCXP 2023. They were also asked about some Activision Blizzard games on Game Pass. And he responded with, I don't have an answer yet. We have to work with the teams involved. There are some things that need to be resolved. But obviously, Game Pass is part of our strategy, and Activision Blizzard is an important element of that. So, still no update on that stuff. I don't think you're going to see that for maybe another year or so. And I think they're going to push it out in small increments, because most of that stuff's going to be legacy.
Mm-hmm.
So, alright.
You said TV shows?
Yeah, there is one more thing for the Xbox announcements. I believe these games are going to be announced at the Game Awards because they were rated already in Australia. Clockwork Revolution, Hellblade 2, Senua's Saga, and South of Midnight. I remember the Clockwork Midnight Revolution, whatever the hell that's called. Didn't really care for that style, but this Hellblade 2 has the potential to be one of the biggest exclusives Microsoft has ever had. That can push them up there with how Sony handles their single player stories. narrative-driven games, and that first Hellblade is fantastic, and they have given this team the time. This game was announced, and a small trailer was shown when the Xbox Series X was revealed at the Game Awards. So it's been cooking for that long. So we'll see.
Yeah, my expectations are super low.
Right. Keep them low. That way you're not upset if it's shit. Unfortunately,
But it's
mine are too high.
Xbox, so like.
It's Ninja Theory though. It's on the Fallout trailer.
Oh man. So I'm interested in it because for me it showed Brotherhood of Steel. It's in, I believe it's Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I'm interested to see how that's going to work out because there's a game, Fallout New Vegas, that though they're not in the exact same spot, but I imagine they're close. Because one takes in Nevada, and it takes place 15 years after Fallout New Vegas. What is it? It's like 2296. So I'm interested to see everything that's in it. They have the Brotherhood of Steel. They have ghouls. There is a lot they could do with it, because it's that kind of a world where you can do almost anything you want as long as the continuity is correct.
Yeah.
That's fun.
So I'm interested to see how that goes, because they even had like Yao Guai and it tearing up a Brotherhood of Steel soldier. So for me, that's gonna be interesting to see. I know there's going to eventually be a Death Clone in there, and those things are absolutely scary. And then you got super mutants, which are kind of like their almost at this point bread and butter to Fallout. And those things are just so massive and strong. They can just rip apart a Brotherhood of Steel member in half, and they can still be wearing their armor. And that armor is supposed to be really strong. So I've got a bunch of interesting thoughts that will
Bethesda slut.
running through my head as I'm seeing this trailer, going, okay, cool. Let's see if they put that in. So I am excited to see the show.
Excuse me.
Again, if they respect the lore and they give what gamers are here to see, then it's going to do well. It will be loved, whether it's a cult following or it being a big hit.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yes.
Amazon really fucked up with Rings of Power.
They did.
So I think that's kind of where I lay in is my trust in Amazon. Rings of Power was shit. I was a pretty big fan of The Boys, season 1 and 2. Season 3 was pretty kind of meh.
Jack Reacher.
Reacher was fantastic, but we haven't seen season 2 yet. What else have they developed? This right here kind of looks cheap to me.
Tom Clancy's
dude that they have playing the villain. He's like a villain in every other fucking thing he's in. He's got the missing nose. He plays the bad businessman in Ant-Man 2. If you guys know who I'm talking about.
vaguely.
I don't know his name, but he is he's a pretty generic actor. So I don't have a lot of high hopes for this. They're really gonna have to
Impress me.
make this stuff interesting and very much impress. And the chick who comes out of the vault first doesn't look like she fits in. We'll see. I think,
They did say in the trailer that she was like, I've lived a comfortable life and never left the vault.
yeah. So, the Pit Boy looks good though. I like the Pit Boy. I don't know if you guys noticed that was in the trailer. The suits look good though. The shelter suits, the blue and yellow ordeals.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
You know, I'm okay with that. The suits are really, I mean, they straight up look like some Comic-Con suits. I don't know. Maybe they'll improve. I want to give that the dude that I'm talking about. By the way, they have his name here on the image. It is Walter Goggins. In case anybody else is curious about that name that I mentioned earlier. I think as far as the sets that they showed off, they look pretty nice. I'm having a hard time believing in this image that I see here is a character named Maximus standing alongside with a power suit.
Brotherhood of Steel member. Yes.
It doesn't look good. But I still want to remain hopeful. I will watch it. I will give it a shot, just like I did Halo. We'll see. The TV stuff and video game movies are seeming to get better, so I will give it a shot.
Yeah, when they're made by PlayStation Studios.
You said it, not me. What's next here? We have the Famitsu sales. This is just some sales information on stuff going on in Japan. They managed to sell 33 3DSs. There's still some in the shop back there somewhere. I don't know how, but hey, it's there, man. I don't know.
I mean, hell yeah.
It's in the back shelf, far up.
Right. Let's see here.
Rainy day funds.
Xbox Series S, they sold 299 this week, and they sold 1,834 Series X. So that's
I
kind
feel
of
bad for 'em.
concerning because they sold more PlayStation 4s on the Series X.
Oh man.
Yeah. Well,
Again.
we'll see. I don't know. It seems kind of weird. But the PS5 is massively outselling the digital edition. That is 49,833 compared to 9,402. So that's definitely moving pretty strong over there. Game sales. A game I've never heard of by Konami. Momotaro Dentetsu World. Super Mario Brothers Wonder. Super Mario RPG. WarioWare Move It. Pikmin 4. Hogwarts Legacy. Yeah, it is absolutely controlled by Nintendo games right now over there. The next game in line was Like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who erased his name on PlayStation 4. So yeah, kind of weird market over there. I wouldn't say weird. I mean, it's weird for us, but probably very, very, very normal for them. I'm going to keep up to date on that information and just see how things kind of change. Because I know that the Xbox wants to sell more over there. And it definitely seems that they're doing a lot better than they did previously. We will see. Up next news for the PlayStation, there's not a whole lot coming around. They have entered a strategic partnership with a company called NC Soft. No idea what to do, but they are going to be working on some mobile division stuff. So I don't know if that means they're going to help create a new app, make the app better, make some digital games. I don't know. The relationship just started. The partnership just started. I'm not a fan of mobile games, so it's whatever.
They really mobile games and microtransactions really just fucked over what gaming should have been.
Yeah. And the last story that I had to say for anything digital was PlayStation announcing that if you have purchased anything from Discovery on video, you will no longer be able to access that stuff because the licensing agreement has ended.
And this is the problem with digital media, is that there will be lost media that the consumers cannot get.
Yep,
This is why
and
physical copies must continue despite on how much it costs to make.
yep,
Like,
yep. I know you are a
because then you
huge
never
fan
own
of
anything.
purchasing video physically, and you were upset by the news of Best Buy, Walmart, Target, all these people kind of stepping away within, what was it, by the end of next year?
It's the beginning of next year,
So
January. Like,
we'll see. I'm not okay with it. I think it allows them to have too much hold and a
power.
grasp.
Yeah.
Yep.
They control you can control what people consume. That's a problem.
Yep. Well, up next is some pretty easy news here. We got the updates for PS Plus. You're gonna have 2K Drive, Lego, Power Wash Simulator, and a game called Sable. I am very interested in the Lego 2K Drive and the Power Washing Simulator. That is fun. Also adding on to that is the Premium and Classics catalog of Tekken 6. I think they forgot to update the name. It is Grandia, Jet Moto, Up, Klonoa, and Parappa the Rapper 2. So make sure you are watching
Can you
out for that
purchase Jet
stuff to
Moto?
release. You can. It's going to be just like all of their other PS1 stuff.
That's probably going to get bought because Jet Moto 1, 2, and 3 are fun.
It's a fantastic game, right?
Where the fuck is my
Also,
Star Command?
we'll find out. It's probably next month. We'll see. Game Pass. You've got Far Cry 6, Remnant, Tomb Raider, Spirit of the North, Steam World Build, something else. I don't know any of these. World War Z Aftermath,
Ooh,
another Remnant
that's
game, Ghost Simulator, and those are going to be coming to console and PC.
Bro,
So
can you feel the vibe change difference between what PS is releasing compared to the Xbox? Like the news, it's like, oh, you got Jet Moto, you got this, you got Tekken, and then over here you got Washing Simulator. Yay!
Yeah, they've definitely done a little bit better with their classic catalogs. I don't know. I feel like Game Pass just doesn't know what its owners want. I think Goat Simulator
Well,
3 is really
they're
fucking
trying to
high
do
up
it so
there.
cheaply.
So I don't know. I don't know if they do it cheaply because I read a report saying they spend over $1 billion a year.
Well, then why the fuck
So
can
I
I not
think
play
it's
Obi-Wan
just
on the Game Pass?
I think it's just a
Oh,
what's
we
it
don't
called?
own the rights.
And they push more quantity over quality games.
yes.
So
That
we'll
sucks.
see. That's all I have for today. Did you guys have anything you wanted to bring up that I may have missed or didn't speak about?
Well, not to beat a dead horse or nothing, but how Bethesda keeps on responding to Starfield and all the negative reviews that I saw.
Yeah.
Oh, it was bad. It's they're not even genuine, and it's almost every single um negative review. They give some sort of automated message about, well, someone complaining that their games just are too empty. There's just not enough to do.
Because it is. Like, did you not
Well,
see the mod that came out? Oh, that mod filled that planet up with life.
Yeah. Yeah.
but the review that came back from the automated PR or whatever it is for Bethesda was, I'm sorry if you don't like this. When the astronauts got to the moon, they were excited. It brought up something like that. It's like,
What?
but you got the load screens to get to that. You have everything else that's wrong with it, and they do that with like weapons or the ships or anything else like that. They give kind of like generic, oh, just get over it. There's other stuff to do.
I didn't know if I had to take a shit in space, I'd have to have 4 loading screens just to get my pants down.
Hey, you ain't wrong. That game is a fast travel simulator.
Yeah, and then it showed Star Citizen or something like that, where they can
Yeah.
go from outer space to almost first-person view seamlessly. And it's just Bethesda just hasn't kept up with it. They want to keep the old, nasty.
They're
I
lazy.
say old,
They want quick,
but
easy, passive money because of
they
sluts like you.
they. Hey, I'm telling them what's going on. Yeah, I
Hunt
don't
them
buy
down
every
then.
game, but
They ain't fucking listening to you, brother.
Yeah, because you're still playing
unfortunately,
their shitty fucking games.
unfortunately not.
I mean, I can't lie. I literally just spent like, I mean, it wasn't a lot of money. Obviously, I talked about it, but on the Steam sale, I bought Morrowind, Oblivion, Doom Eternal, all kinds of other stuff for like $20. So I'm kind of attributing to the problem a little bit.
But that's their older stuff, though, and their older stuff is better than what it is now.
Yeah, I
Granted,
wouldn't disagree at all.
outside of Doom 2016, but that was just a phenomenal game. And then Doom Eternal, it's unfortunate
Nope.
they didn't let the musician play the music that he wanted to. In fact, I think they took some stuff out. They did something to where he said he will never work with them again, which is
Yeah,
unfortunate.
that is very unfortunate.
Uh, but it's unfortunate to see Bethesda go from what it was and kind of what it is now. And they're giving those half-hearted, crappy AI responses to people, and there's no connection anymore.
Welcome to Fresh Out the Oven with my amazing trio, where we do nothing but shit on the Xbox and Bethesda all day.
I mean, that's not like the intention. You know, the intention
No,
is
it's just the
to
reality.
talk
They suck.
about topics that we, you know, not necessarily agree or disagree on, but that we find intriguing in our own personal daily lives and opinions as gamers. Uh, everybody here, everybody's opinion has changed over the year of gaming in general. I went from within a matter of 3 months of nothing but physical, and I sold my entire fucking collection.
It was less than 3 months. Honestly, I
So
think it was within like 6 weeks.
it was so quick. I mean, I was just like, I'm just going to PC, and I haven't looked back. I've played Spider-Man 2 and Final Fantasy 16 were the last games that I played on PlayStation. Nintendo's a little bit different. I've been collecting all the Switch stuff still. Recent games I purchased were Mario RPG and new Super Mario Brothers Deluxe. Haven't played those yet, but yeah, I'm kind of a digital slut now. So opinions change, and we're not okay.
Damn you,
with,
Phil Spencer.
We're not okay with telling you how we feel and being real. Anything else, Dad Lori? Did you have anything specific that you wanted to bring up or talk about?
Not really, man. Like, we kind of hit all the topics that I heard about or been hearing about.
Copy
I just wish there was. Honestly, I think I just wish gaming was exciting again.
that. Yeah.
Like, I'm having to go. I'm still playing the PS2.
It's
still
pretty
playing the
crazy
PlayStation.
with the year like 2023 that we've had, because it is arguably like one of the best gaming years we've had in a long time.
Yeah,
But it literally
it
comes
doesn't feel
down
exciting.
to developers and studios picking up the short straw and trying to move on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another topic for another day, I guess, huh? Jedi Survivor.
Yeah. I'm just waiting to get my
Sorry, my throat's
copies.
a little hoarse.
I'm just waiting to get my copies of Baldur's Gate 3 so I can get lost into a video game again. That's really
Hell yeah.
it.
I may have to pick up that game digitally on my PS5 so we can do a run through together.
That'd be cool.
All right, guys, that's it. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate you. Look out for this week. You might see something different pop up on YouTube than normal. New podcast release every Monday at noon. So tune in next week for the show we're going to record next week. I hope you enjoy this one. Keep in mind, though, as I stated at the beginning, we are still learning. We are just trying to have a fun time while learning as well. So bear with me. You should see some different things come up. The channel is changing. My thoughts are changing. My tastes are changing. So as soon as I figure out that close identity that I want, it will be there. Also, don't forget to tune in live with me. I believe the boys are going to join on too. But we are going to watch the Game of the Year Awards live, and I will live stream that. So you will be there for all of the live reveals with us, world premieres, whatever happens. Maybe we'll see a kid jump up on stage and what was the president he used? JFK? Like him and JFK were homies or something like that? I don't know. That show gets weirder every year, so just be on the lookout for whatever. I appreciate y'all. Wookie, Dadalorian, I appreciate you guys for being on, making that time as well.
Absolutely, man.
See you later, guys.
No problem.